everyone, my name is Becca, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here with my October TBR. I am so excited for October. I feel like this is one of my most favorite months to make TBRs for, just because I try to immerse myself in the feel of Halloween and October and just all that spooky fall reads, and I feel like this year is going to be one of the best TBRs for it. I'm really excited for all the books I'm going to be reading this month. Safe to say there is a lot. I mean a lot. I think I have 17 or 18 books here. That is my norm. I'm just accepting the fact that this is my norm. I read quite a bit, every month. And I like that. I like always having a book with me. I like reading a lot, especially books that I'm really excited for. But I will say that I will probably not be doing this again next year. I'll probably try and go back to making TBRs that are smaller, just because I do feel the pressure and the anxiety, and I love reading, and I say this almost every TBR, every month, but I love reading, and I love always, having a book and reading 2 or 3 books, and I love the books that I'm reading, but it does take me away from other things. So, of course, I don't just have a TBR for October, I have a TBW as well. So yeah, I want to go see It Chapter 2 really bad this month. Really bad. So it has to happen. I gotta see it this month. And me and my brother have been, I've seen all the Conjuring movies, but he has only seen a couple. I think he's seen the first 2 Conjurings and the first 2 Annabelles, and obviously Conjuring 3 is the 3rd Annabelle as well, technically. So yeah, we still have to watch that, and then we still have to watch The Nun, and then there's The Curse of La Llorona. So it's that is actually the only one I haven't seen, to be fair. But I know it's not technically connected. It is, very little, but still. I really want to immerse myself in the spooky shows and movies as well as the books. For shows, I have Netflix just killed it, last year or so, and of course I didn't touch, my television in the month of October. I didn't watch anything other than the shows I was pretty much already watching. But this month, I am determined to watch at least 2 shows on Netflix, at least. I want to catch up and fully watch The Haunting of Hill House, so bad, and The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Really bad. Those are the 2 I for sure want to watch. It's going to happen. I'm going to make those a priority, because last year I wanted to watch them, and I didn't make them a priority. I want to at least, I don't have to exactly finish them. I don't have to watch them in its entirety in the month of October, but I would very much like to be, immersed in it throughout the month. Immersed in them. And it's if I finish them in November, that's fine. But I want to make it a priority to at least start and continue watching throughout the month. So, yeah. I have big plans for this month, but I'm excited. Also, at the beginning of November is my best friend's wedding, so we're doing things for that. So yeah, maybe not all of these books will get read, but they're on this TBR anyway, because I could not. There's also 2 readathons happening, 2 readathons that I'm participating in happening in October. There's quite a few readathons. There's Spookathon, and apparently there's a Hocus Pocus themed readathon that I saw that Melissa from Muslim Barnsey has a TBR for. Okay. I am not participating in that. I'm fine with that. But obviously there's Sarathon still continuing. Sarathon started last month at the beginning of September, and it's going all the way through the end of November. So, yeah. We still have that. And then there's Mandyathon that is created by Mandy Garrett. Never watched her channel before, but this readathon seemed really intriguing. And, it's also hosted, it's like co-hosted by Erica from Bookishly Confused, I want to say, and then Melissa from Melissa and Barnsey. So, yeah, I really, really want to participate and just read everything. So I'm going to go over Mandyathon at the end of the video, instead of like going over in the beginning and like telling you what books. I'm going to show you all of the books I plan to read first, and then we'll talk about like what books fit for Mandyathon, because I can tell you pretty much all these books, well not all, but a lot of these books could fit for any of those challenges. So that works. But we will first go over the Sarathon books that I'm reading. We have the last 4 Throne of Glass books. This is a Sarah J. Maas readathon. And the last 4 Throne of Glass books are the heaviest 4. Oh my god, I love them though to death. We have Queen of Shadows. We have Empire of Storms. Thank you. Okay, I will say, for Empire of Storms, I want to get another edition so it can match these. Like, technically, I have, like, it is there and everything. Uh-oh. I should not have done that. Bad. But, like, it has my reversible cover, and so when I have a reversible cover, I have to. And especially since that's Rowan and Aelin, like, how could I not? How could I not? So, I want to get another edition of Empire Storms. I've been wanting to do this for, like, over a year now. But I haven't done it yet, because it's still quite expensive to get a hardcover copy of Empire Storms. Man. And, like, Book Outlet only has a paperback, which I want to get all the paperbacks, too. Because I'm trash for Sarah J. Maas. Like, I want to get the UK covers of all of them. I want to get the hardcover copy of Empire Storms so bad. And maybe even the US paperbacks. Like, I just want all the editions of Sarah J. Maas books that I can get my hands on. Because I'd be obsessed. Yeah. Okay. And then also we have Tower of Dawn. And then Kingdom of Ash, which is the heaviest of them all. This thing's a brick, and it hurts. Like, it doesn't look that big, but it's just about 1,000 pages. Just about. But yeah, we are reading all of these this month for Sarathon, and this is, like, September was the first half, and then October is the second half. And my favorite half of Throne of Glass is the second half. Everything happens in the second half, and I am, like, so excited. Uh-oh. I'm about to lose them all. Okay. Too many books. Okay. That hurt. Oh my god. Okay. Those things are so heavy, but I love them to death. Okay. Alright. So now we have sequels, continuations, that I need to read. All is fine. Okay. So, like my monthly series continuations, we have Every Last Breath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the third and final book in the Dark Elements trilogy. Yes. And this one follows Layla and Roth and Zane and their love triangle. And I love it so much. I gave the first 2 books 5 out of 5 stars. And this is a reread for me. I've already read this trilogy. But I want to go into Storm and Fury so bad. And the cover reveal for the second book just came out. And I loved it. I can't remember the freaking title, though. Oh, I'm losing my mind. But yeah, the cover reveal was amazing. And I'm so excited for Storm and Fury. But I'm really excited to finish off my reread of the trilogy because it's fantastic and I love it. And then we have Lover Unbound by J.R. Ward. This is the 5th. yes. 5th book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, and it follows Vicious, one of my all-time favorite characters, and I'm really excited to read Vicious's story because I don't know if I ever actually have, and if I have, I don't remember a damn thing about it. Really excited though. And then we have, technically I should have read this last month, but I should have read this in September, but I skipped this book in September, and that is Archangel's Consort by Nalini Singh. I think this was on my August and my September TBR, and I said I was for sure going to get to it in September. Yeah, it didn't happen. So it's happening in October. There we go. I still really love the first 2 books in the series. This is the 3rd book in the series. And I really, really want to get to this, but I just keep putting it off because I have so many other books to read, and I'm like, well, those are more of a priority right now than this one, but it's going to happen. Fingers crossed, it's going to happen. And then we have, for my Dark Hunter, obviously I had to have Dark Hunter on here, we have Retribution by Sherilyn Kenyon. This one is, I want to say 18, maybe, possibly. See, this happens every time. I can never remember. It's 18 or 19 in the Dark Hunter series. And this one follows Abigail and Jess. Oh, this is the ex-gunslinger Jess Sundown Brady. I know who he is. And I am kind of excited to figure out this one. You don't really get much of Jess. You get, like, very little. But I did really enjoy Dev and Sam's story in No Mercy, which was the last book I read. And you got very, very little of Sam, but I loved her character in No Mercy. So it's pretty much going to be like this. I get very, very little of Jess, my Sundown, but we'll see. I think I'm really going to like this. And I think this will have Zarek in it, because I'm pretty sure Sundown and Zarek were, like, really good friends. Yes? No? Maybe? Possibly? Maybe? Why? Why are you doing this to me? Ooh, if this has Sin in it, I'm gonna be so happy. I'm pretty sure it's got, like, quite a few characters. You know what? I'm pretty sure it's gonna have Zarek. Because they should be friends. Sort of. Possibly. They at least know each other. And then the next one I'm reading for the Dark Hunter series is the first book in the Dead Man's Cross series, and that is Dead Man Walking. This one is a newer series by Sherilyn Kenyon, but technically I should have read this before Bad Moon Rising, because that was the first book in the Hellchaser series, and this is like a prequel trilogy to the Hellchasers, and it follows Devilbane. I did say in, like, my last couple videos, I think, that this was following Thorn. I don't believe this follows Thorn, but it does, like, he is a featured character, and, like, I think he's, like, you know, an integral part of this series, this trilogy, and I think you get to learn more about him in this, but this one follows Devilbane, who I believe is a Hellchaser, possibly, I think so, and Marcelina, who I don't know. I don't know any of these characters. These are, like, newer characters, except for Thorn. He's the only one I know. So that's fine. Okay, yeah, let's just do some more sequels, because we got quite a bit. Actually, though, after this is it. So, it's okay. We have Dark Dawn by Jay Kristoff. This is the 3rd and final book in the Nevernight Chronicles trilogy. Nevernight Chronicles, yes. Godsgrave kind of, like, shocked me to my core. And I've heard this will shock you even more in, like, the first, like, 30 pages or so. So, yeah. Really happy though that I got all 3 editions of my Nevernight Chronicles signed because I had to. Yes. I am just so excited for this, like, conclusion. I know it's gonna probably hurt. It's definitely gonna break me. And I'm kind of here for that. And I know what's going to happen to Mia. And I'm okay with it. Because I've had time to, like, adjust to it. And like J. Kristoff said, it's not a spoiler if it's in the first line. Like, the first chapter. First page. Something like that. So, I'm not going to say it. But you should know what happens to me if you've read this. Like, if you've read Nevernight. So, yeah. I'm really excited for that. And then the other one is one I'm buddy reading with my best friend. Her name is Dee Dee. She used to have a booktube channel. This was a long time ago, like when we both first started. We were in high school, I believe, or like right out of high school. Something like that. And she has since, like, not done anything, which is fine. She still reads, and we are buddy reading Hunting Prince Dracula by Carrie Maniscalco this month. I am so excited to continue on. We started buddy reading Stalking Jack the Ripper last year. And it was only when these 2 were out. Like, Escaping from Houdini had not even come out yet. But, like, we buddy read Stalking Jack the Ripper. Or at least, I read the entirety and she read half. Which is fine. She fell into a reading slump. It happens. Like, I'm not holding it against her. And she is now currently reading Stalking Jack the Ripper. So she's going to finish that soon. And we're going to go straight into this. So yes, I'm excited. And obviously this one will have Vlad, you know, Prince Dracula. I'm perfectly fine with that. I am, like, really excited. I'm excited to just, like, finish off the entire series. Because, yeah, I really, really need, what's it called? I need to get to Capturing the Devil. Because it looks like it's going to probably be my favorite. We'll see. I have never even read Hunting Prince Dracula or Escaping from Houdini. But I just feel in my heart Capturing the Devil will probably be my favorite book. We'll see, though. Another book I actually don't have with me because I'm not getting a physical copy of. Me and my best friend are also buddy reading The Shining by Stephen King. So this is my first Stephen King book, and I am currently actually listening to it. So yeah, I have it on audio, and I'm going to listen to it, and I'm on, like, chapter 3 so far. It's not bad. It's my first Stephen King, though. I really hope I started off with a really good one. But after that, we were going to go straight into Dr. Sleep, and we're going to read that, because we want to watch the movie Dr. Sleep that stars Ewan McGregor. So excited for that. Okay, so yeah, those are all the buddy reads and sequels and all the things. But we still have more books to go, so I'm really excited. Can you tell? Alright, these are all pretty much, like, sticking with, like, the spooky, you know, theme of the month. And first off, we have Small Spaces by Catherine Arden. This is very, very short. Catherine Arden wrote The Bear and the Nightingale, that whole trilogy, and I loved it so much. Like, you know, it's one of my favorite trilogies now of all time. And this is, I want to say, her first, like, middle grade. It's very short. And so it's about a girl, Ollie. She's 11 years old, and she sees a woman about to throw a book in the river. And Ollie just, you know, like, she gets the book from the woman, and she, like, runs away with it, and then she ends up starting to read it, and then on her way, they're going on a school trip, and she notices that the farm is run by the woman whose book she stole, but also the graves of the very people she's been reading about. Yeah. Sounds spooky. I'm kind of here for that right now, right? And I know Dead Voices, the sequel to this, is out. I think it's also, like, they're both, I think, audiobooks on Scribd, so I'll probably be listening to those, possibly, because I am listening to The Shining, little by little. I'm not listening to it all, all at once. I am going to try and give myself, like, some breaks, so small spaces, probably going to be a really good break. And then we have Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantero. This is a Scooby-Doo inspired. It's like an ode to Scooby-Doo fans and Supernatural fans. And it's about 4 teenagers and a dog. And they kind of resemble the, Fred, Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and, of course, Scooby. Which, there's the dog. And I believe, they, like, when they're teenagers, like, you get parts when they're teenagers, and then, in 1990, they're, like, in their 20s, and, Peter is, one of the kids, Peter, ends up dying. He's the jock, and I want to say he's the Fred of the group. And so, the 3 other kids and the dog have to figure out, like, what happened to him and stuff like that. So, again, really excited for that. We have Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin, something like that. This is about a witch and a witch hunter that has to get married. And it says, a witch and a witch hunter bound in holy matrimony. There was only one way such a story could end. A stake and a match. I'm so excited for this book. It's not even funny. It's kind of big. I mean, I'm okay with that. But, like, it's over 500 pages. I'm okay with that. I'm excited. Sarah J. Maas blurbed it. I have to read it. The cover is gorgeous. There's also an exclusive scene at the back if you get it from Barnes & Noble. I'm just, like, really excited for that. One of the books I got for my book of the month picks last month, I got House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. This is a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling, and 4 of the 12 like end up dying. Like the sisters are being slowly killed off or something like that. They live in a manor by the sea, and yeah, this is like a mystery about like what's happening to the sisters, like why they're being slowly killed off, and also like where did the 12 Dancing Princesses end up going every night? Because if you know the story of the 12 Dancing Princesses, they every night they end up like getting really dressed up and like going out, going to the secret place and dancing all night long and then coming back. But like, who are they dancing with? And like, what's happening? So, I don't know. I mean, this just sounds really good. I've heard some really good things about this. And yeah, and it just says on the back, once there were 12 of us. And it just sounds like a perfect spooky October read. Speaking of, The Near Witch by V.E. Schwab. I just wanted all the witchy, books, really. I just wanted all the, like, spooky reads. Anything I could pick up off my shelf, I was like, yes, I'm reading that. This is about a witch that lives in or near the town, near. Like, there's a map of near. And, kids are disappearing, and, it says part fairy tale, part love story. V.E. Schwab's debut novel is entirely original yet achingly familiar. A song you heard long ago, a whisper carried by the wind, and a dream you won't soon forget. Just sounds so eerie and magical, and yes. But yeah, there's like, kids are disappearing. There's this boy, who seems to fade like smoke. And I could think he is, like a suspect for this. But obviously there's the bedtime story of The Near Witch. Meant to like frighten children. And maybe it's not a story. Maybe there's some truth to it. So yeah. I am so excited to pick that up. Oh, wait, what's that? What's that? Oh my god. Wait a minute. Where's the beginning of this? Alright, so. What is this? Wait, there's another story in this? There's like a bonus story called The Ashbourne Boy? Why did I not know that? I'm happy. See, this is why I wanted to get this edition. I don't know, though, if that's... Like, maybe it came with all the editions. Because it just says an exclusive map and interview. And that's all I needed, really. I just wanted the map, really. But yeah, there is the interview. And then after that is The Ashbourne Boy. Which is like a bonus story. Which I like. Oh, it says... Oh, there it goes. In-universe short story... The Ashbourne Boy was never before seen Okay, it just says an in-universe short story, The Ashbourne Boy. And then there's the interview. An introduction. Yeah. So yeah, those are the bonus features in that. So if you can get your hands on this copy, and you want it, I really recommend doing that. Okay, I think there's only 2 more books, and they're library copies, because I've been really struggling with reading all my library copies, with like all my library books, and I've been like, I really need to make them more of a priority and try and fit them into my TBRs. So I did that this month. I have 2. It's not official, but it's kind of, it's pretty much going to be a sure thing, but it's not completely official yet. But I think I'm going to have my November TBR be all my library books, like prioritize a lot of my library books pretty much. Not all of the books I read in November will be library books, because obviously I will have all my like series to get through. But yeah, I think I will definitely be prioritizing at least like 10 library books. So I'm trying to get through the library books that I have like right now. That I can get through them now. But yeah, whatever like is left over, I will try and fit them into my like November TBR. Whichever ones I'm like most excited for is going to go into my November TBR, because I find like I'm just, picking them up and taking them back without reading them. And it's happening like quite a lot now. So I need to prioritize at least a couple library books into every TBR. That's what these 2 are for. So we have The Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen. I'm really excited for this. Don't remember what this is about. It's a future chieftain, a fugitive prince, a 2 cunning bodyguard, and 1 grumpy gray tabby. There's a cat. I could get down with that. Oh my god. I don't really want to read the synopsis because I kind of don't want to really know what it's about. But I've heard some really, really good things about it. And it says, give them fire, give them fear. It wasn't that Fi wanted to burn the world down. No. She just wanted the world to know that she could. Yeah. I think I'm definitely going to read that. That sounds so good. And then I'm going to be reading Kingdom of Souls by Raina Barron. It says, magic comes at a price. I once laughed at stories about demons. Now I know that one may walk in my shadow. Okay. I've heard some very, very good things about this too. It's funny because when this first came out, I didn't really know what it was about, but I was like, the cover doesn't really intrigue me, which I don't know why, because it kind of seems really cool. But like, I didn't really know much about it, and I was just like, yeah, I don't know if I'm really going to pick that up. And then I don't remember who was reading it, but one person read it and was talking about it. I was like, yeah, okay, I'm going to the library right now to pick that up. So that's what happened. Now they're in my October TBR, so that's it. I'm in a lot of pain. But that's all the books. And will you believe that I completely forgot about the Mandy-a-thon TBR? So, I just went on, I'm not gonna show it, but I went on Melissa from Melissa and Barnsley's, her, like, readathon announcement video, and I am just going to read off the, challenges. That's what it is. That's what it is. And we're just going to find a book that fits it. So it's the Mandyathon because each challenge fits with a letter prompt. So M-A-N-D-E. So M is for mystery. Find a good mystery. And it can be middle grade if you choose. Mystery. I think the perfect mystery will probably be Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantero. I could do that. Hunting for Shadows. Will this be a mystery? I don't know. Probably not. I don't know if you can say any of those could be mysteries. Like any of the Sarah J. Maas books. Yeah, we're just gonna go with this one. But possibly also Small Spaces. It seems like it could be a good mystery as well. A is for adventure. Any adventure story can make you an adventurer, maybe one that takes you to a faraway place or another realm. So it doesn't have to be like a strict adventure, it could just be another world and they somehow go on to an adventure. I mean, to be fair, like, I could pick this. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I mean, pretty much a lot of these fit, like, in a different world. I mean, I could even say, like, Dead Men Walking. I mean, that seems like it'd be an adventure. Possibly. Maybe. Oh, a good mystery one. Forgot about this one. This is a good mystery, and so is The Near Witch. So yeah, I got these covered, pretty much. N is for Nocturnal. Find a story that involves wolves, vampires, or something that goes bump in the night. Melissa said witches are really good for that. So, I got quite a good couple of witchy books. So, yeah. Also, things that go bump in the night, though. I mean, to be quite honest, we have, where are you? We have demons and Queen of Shadows. We have demon-like creatures. So, this is perfect. Right? Right. D is for dungeon. Read a book about a dungeon or castle or has castle on book cover. Technically, Glass Castle in Throne of Glass works. I'm telling you, like, the Throne of Glass series can work for any of these challenges, really. Like, I mean, there is technically a kind of a mystery. Kind of. I mean, it's set in a different world, and there's kind of an adventure. Kind of. It has, oh, you know what? It has Manon. She's a witch. She's an Iron Teeth witch, but she a witch. And there's a whole other group of, like, witches and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I can think about for, like, castle. So, Queen of Shadows works for, oh, never mind. Well, this is a manor, but don't they, like, go to a castle or something? I don't know. Would this work? Possibly? Maybe? I don't know. There's a lot of books around me. And then E is for eerie. Pick a ghost story or a book with either the word ghost in the title or ghost on the cover. So that's the last one. So, yay. Okay, ghosts. Dare I say it? Like, oh, man, this is so heavy. This could kind of work. Elena is a ghost. Kind of works. I mean, I know, like, there's Tunnel of Bones out. So, I mean, that could really work. I don't know if this is going to have ghosts in it. Maybe. It seems like it really could. So, maybe this one. I don't know if anything else will really work. But, I mean, Tunnel of Bones is the sequel to City of Ghosts by V.E. Schwab. And that's out, and that has ghosts. So, if we're really not counting the Throne of Glass series, because I feel like all of these count, like it could all work for Throne of Glass, maybe I'll end up listening to that or something. I don't know. I don't really know if there's any other ones with ghosts. I don't know. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I've been doing this for a really long time. So tired. Alright. Yeah, that's it. That's my TBR for the month of October. I know. I'm crazy. I'm an idiot. But I'm gonna try and get through it all. So yeah. And again, a lot of these could work for like audiobooks. I had the Throne of Glass series on Scribd as ebooks. So that works perfectly. Because I read the e-copy and then like I tab the e-copy, like digitally, and then I just transfer it over. That's kind of what I'm doing with Airfire, but I haven't fully transferred everything over yet. So yeah, I barely started that, but I need to do that. But yeah, that's what I did with that. So I'm gonna pretty much do the same thing with all the others. Oh man, my legs hurt. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you with another. Bye. Happy reading.